Along for a Ride. We're here along for the ride with Eva Goodman. I've had the opportunity to meet so many people since this ride began that are just have these like incredible stories, these remarkable things that are going on in their life, and Eva is no exception. I would like to talk to you. Well, first, let me welcome you. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
Thank you.
Okay. Eva, we've been friends for a number of years. I've been friends with your family for many years. And we've come to like get to know each other like a lot better, probably in the last 3 years or so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And in that time, you've been dealing with illness.
Correct.
How long have you been dealing with this illness?
Well, when I first had an episode, it was about 7 years ago now. But at the time, I was diagnosed with what they call lupus anticoagulant.
Lupus anticoagulant.
Correct.
Okay.
And basically, it's a clotting disorder where my blood is hypercoagulable, so it's very thick. And I had a blood clot that was in my leg, and I didn't know, but it ended up breaking off and going to my lung. So in January of 2009, yes, I was getting ready for work one day, and I was kind of in a rush. It was cold, so I just assumed that the reason I was having a hard time breathing was because of rushing around and being cold outside. But I stopped to catch my breath, and my mom said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I can't breathe." And my dad was out, I was walking the dog, and when he came home, she told him, and he said, "Well, you had this issue with your leg, and now you're having a hard time breathing out. I just don't like the sound.
Right.
So I'm going to take you to the hospital." Now, I at the time was not, thinking, I guess.
Can I ask at that time in 2009, how old were you?
I was 23. Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of a scary thing being 23-year-old and you can't breathe.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I guess at any age.
Well, yeah, it is.
But to have a medical complication at 23, it's a tough thing to kind of swallow. Go on.
Right. So we go to the hospital. They run all their tests. I know I've never had asthma. I've never had wheezing or anything like that in the past. So we knew it wasn't an issue like that. So they ran all their tests, and when they finally figured it out that I had a blood clot in my lung, that was scary, like you said.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what that meant, So they put me on a high dose of heparin in the hospital, which is blood clot breaker, basically.
Okay. They put you on a blood thinner also?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now they diagnosed you with a lupus anticoagulant.
Right.
I don't really understand what lupus is. You don't have to tell me, but that was the initial diagnosis.
Right.
And they're going with the treatment towards that diagnosis.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's kind of fast forward to when they realized. How long did it take them to realize that it wasn't lupus?
Well, in 2012, I was working and I was having a lot of issues with my legs, circulation and stuff like that. Now, at that point, I had already had multiple episodes of clots in my leg and my lung. I've been in and out of the hospital multiple times. But I was working at the time, and I was having all these issues, and we couldn't understand why this was happening. I thought I had my issue under control because I was still on blood thinners,
right.
But I was apparently still clotting through them. So the treatment they were giving me wasn't working. The therapy wasn't working.
Okay.
So in 2012,
3 years, or 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah. In 2012, I ended up having to leave my job because I was so sick. I basically, it was shutting down a lot of my organs. Your body can't, you know, work the way it needs to. So I was having a lot of issues with retaining water. So basically I blew up like a balloon, and I could not move. I couldn't do anything for myself, and I happened to be in the hospital. My dad was in like the family waiting area. He picked up a magazine, and he was reading this magazine, you know, some kind of medical thing, and he was looking at these doctors' names, top doctors in the area, and he was looking at this list and he saw a name on there, and it was for hemophilia and things of that nature with the blood, and this doctor in Newark. And he said, huh, well, he spoke to his cousin. Now his cousin also has a lot of autoimmune issues. She sees doctors all over the country and things like that. So she said to him, that's my doctor. That's the doctor that I see in Newark. You know, you should really think about, you know, getting an appointment for her and seeing someone there. So that's what we did. And it saved my life, basically, because this blood doctor, this, you know, hematologist ran, you know, more in-depth panels and things like that, and she discovered that it was not the lupus anticoagulant, but antiphospholipid antibody syndrome.
Okay, I can't say it. I've tried.
A lot of people don't have. A lot of people can't.
I would like to refer to it as APS.
Correct.
But say it one more time.
Antiphospholipid antibody syndrome.
Okay. APS.
Correct.
And basically, from the research that I did, we're talking about clotting.
Right.
And it's amazing that a doctor who may be too busy to look into it any further has just said, well, there must be lupus, yet ignoring like the telltale signs that there's a good chance it's not lupus.
Right.
So the frustration level must have been through the roof for you and your parents.
Oh, absolutely.
So what I found out about APS is that 1 to 5% of the population has APS. 75 to 90% of the people that are affected are women. Now, what are the issues faced by women with APS?
Most of them are due, like, with pregnancies. A lot of miscarriages, and just other issues involved with pregnancy and getting pregnant and things like that.
40 to 50% of lupus patients also have APS. So hence that, like, it's almost like it's like a camouflage.
Yeah.
That lupus is like hiding this other thing that it could be, but it's like saying, oh, I'm lupus.
Right.
You know, it's okay. So your at-risk things that I read about are you're at risk for heart attack. We're talking about clotting. You're at risk for strokes, and that's due to the blood clots. So the point of this Along for the Ride, up to this point, is kind of educating us about the difference between lupus and APS, and understand that this could be you or someone that you know that may travel down this same road and have to go through these same treatments and be misdiagnosed and spend months, maybe even years, like in Eva's case, where you're just being treated for the wrong disease. So I visited you shortly, either before or after you were given a DNR to sign.
Right.
And what month was that? We're in January 2016 right now. What month was that?
This was April of 2015.
That day, I got a call, and it came from one of the people in your support system, and said, you know what, it might be a good idea if you come down. Okay. So we came down, my wife, my son, and I came down. We visited you, and you looked so freaking tired. You looked exhausted. And I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget this. I said, I saw something in your eye that said you still had a lot of fight left in you, even though you looked either very exhausted or heavily medicated, or both. And after my visit with you, I went back to the waiting room and I saw your mom and your dad. And you can imagine what your situation, how heavily that weighed. So I saw your mom, and I remember holding her and telling her that you were going to get through this. And I could just tell by the look in your eyes. Now, I want to ask you something about your support system, and if you want to take a second, we could do that. But who's your support system?
Basically, everyone I live with. Those are the people that I'm closest to.
And it goes beyond like you have brothers.
Yes.
All brothers.
Yes.
And some of them are married. And your sister-in-laws are your sisters.
Yes.
And I've seen that being around your family. And they give you a lot of strength and you know, I know they traveled many miles. They logged many hours and they were like helplessly hopeful for positive news, especially from that time. You said in April?
Yes, April.
So, let me tell you that your strength and your determination and your courage, the same fight that I saw that day in your eyes, that same strength and courage, where many others would have given up, that determination that you had was actually holding up your support system. You know that. And you never gave up, and that was inspiration to everybody. That was inspiration to all of us. Your remarkable recovery from where you were, maybe your story will help others. Maybe many others. And it may help them get the strength and maybe give them the courage to survive. And you're the reason why. The story of your fight to survive, the medical professionals whose skills teamed up with your desire and efforts, and everyone that remained by your side that never gave up hope. That's the reason we're here today. To thank those that mean so much to you and to offer the hope that may be desperately needed by someone, yet to travel the same road. I really want to thank you for coming along for the ride. And I know that what we did today is going to help someone, maybe many someone.
I hope.
And in your honor, my band is going to be performing next Friday at a APS awareness show, and we're going to try and spread the word in your name. And if you need more information about APS, this is their website. I want to thank Eva Goodman, who I love.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming along for that. And thank you.